Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My call sign is November 9. Before we go any further, I did want to mention I made some changes to my team. So, first of all, this guy used to be a clown. I changed that. I think here in the attributes you can see I decided to change his quirk to Way of the Squeezins because I think it is more reliable melee damage, 50% melee damage, so that's what I went with there. We did respec Lucia Wesson slightly, so she's got small arms and some other skills here. Whoops. And on my sniper here, I did change the quirk, and then you can just go back into the appearance stuff and whatnot and change some of that. I mean, your sniper's not going to have a high constitution anyway, and then because this is my sneaky character, increasing the detection time. I know a lot of people use sadomasochist or something like that. I just wanted to try something new with that. So if you're upset by this, I'm sorry, but I just wanted to try some new stuff. You know, we're not doing a world record here or anything like that, so it is what it is. But the rest of the team's the same. So here's our explosives, big guns tank. Then we've got a big guns flame-based tank. Our melee character, our small arms character, assault weapons character who may or may not get respec. I don't know if I want to spend the money to do that or not on this guy. And then our sniper. So we're at the same point in the storyline. Got to go talk to Gideon Reyes. And when we do that, eventually we will be off to the bazaar to locate the refugees. And I got a new subscriber, so I want to say thank you. We're up to 14 now on this channel. Really appreciate your subscription and everything. And I'm just going to try to keep this content rolling out for you guys. Although, admittedly, I would have liked to have had this up Saturday morning instead of Saturday afternoon or evening, whenever you see it.
I'm gonna ask about the article.
Meet on Little Vegas nightclub. Blood on the dance floor.
The young guard's face is nervous but determined. He steps forward as you approach, holding his hand up.
By order of the Patriarch, only authorized personnel are to pass this gate.
My uncle, Gideon Reyes, wants to speak to the Rangers.
Oh, of course, Miss Wesson. Open it up, fellas.
The gate opens before you. Alright, so look at that. It's not who you know, it's who knows you. Broadmoor Heights gets its name from a dairy that operated in the area during the 1880s. I do not know if this is actually a ritzy neighborhood outside of Denver. Alright, this always cracks me up that it does this. Hey, look at this totally dark spot. Alright, let's go find
Welcome to the right side of the tracks.
Mr. Reyes.
About staying in Colorado, we'd be glad to have you.
I wish they'd get a younger preacher to come and give sermons.
You just want eye candy.
Guilty.
This man looks like he might have been drawn by a mathematician. Precision cut luxury and manicured good looks.
Ah, you're the Rangers, yes? I'm most pleased to see you. I'm Gideon Reyes.
Uncle Gideon, you heard about my family?
I did, Sabrina, and I'm so sorry. You know you always have a place in my house, for as long as you need.
I know. And I am grateful. But I have a place with these Rangers now. We mean to see justice done for my family.
Is that so, Rangers?
That's right. Your niece is a deputized ranger now.
She was always an impressive girl. My sister would be proud of her. Now, I expect you're here about my call. There is a situation in Colorado Springs that requires a delicate touch. But first, you need to know the truth about this city. Colorado Springs isn't as prosperous as it pretends. We can barely feed our existing population, and now smugglers are bringing refugees into the city every day. If we had enough food to support them, we would welcome them. But we don't. I've asked the Patriarch to chase off these smugglers, but he says the crisis with the Dorseys and his children have left the marshals spread too thin. It seems he'd rather just have Sheriff Daisy keep putting refugees in the pillories, rather than stopping the tide at its source. It's infuriating. And that is why I've called you.
Alright, got some different options here. It sounds like the problem is the Patriarch's policies. Why punish the refugees for that?
You're right, Rangers. I am suggesting you to treat the symptom rather than the cause. But that is because the symptom is about to overwhelm us, and the cause... well, it is very difficult to change the Patriarch's mind. And if it can't be done, the alternative would be changing the regime. Which, even for those who have wanted it most, has seemed impossible. Thus, we must address things that are possible, like discouraging smugglers from bringing refugees to the city.
Alright, we're going to skip this first one here and go to where are these refugees coming from?
The plains, mostly. After the Patriarch defeated the eastern gangs, people started settling out there, thinking it was safe. Now the gangs have returned, and all the homesteaders are fleeing back to Colorado Springs.
If the Patriarch doesn't care about these smugglers, we'd be doing this on our own time. Will you pay?
Oh, of course. And not just in money. I do a lot of business with the local Arapahoe garage, and I can get them to provide you with mechanics to service your vehicle. They always have the best, and I'll pay for everything.
Okay, we'll look into this for you.
Thank you. I'm told the smugglers are operating out of the bazaar, a trader's market east of Colorado Springs. When you find them, well, do what you can. Convince them to take the refugees elsewhere. Convince them to stop entirely. Arrest them. I just want this problem to go away. Thank you for agreeing to help. You are doing Colorado Springs a great service. Goodbye, and good luck.
Alright, so that's Lucia's uncle. We're going to help him out. There is a switch over here that unlocks this door, but we're going to come back for that later. I don't have the skills to interact, whatever is behind there. Another interesting encounter you can have in Broadmoor Heights is right here.
Please step back, Rangers. I'm not supposed to let anyone near this servitor drone. It's malfunctioning something fierce, and we think it belonged to the Wessons.
Lucia, you're a Wesson. Doesn't that make the drone your property?
That's right. I recognize that drone. It ran little errands for my father and alphabetized his books.
Alright, we got some other options here, but since we're in Broadmoor Heights, we're just going to say things without having to say them. And we'll stare expectantly at the marshal.
My apologies, Miss Wesson. I should have seen you there. Guess I've been stuck out here so long I'm not thinking straight. Go ahead and do whatever you need to do.
Alright, it says, as far as you can tell, the drone is stuck in some sort of loop. Its chassis is banged up, so the damage may have led to an internal fault. Maybe during the attack on Broadmoor Heights by the Dorseys. Nerd Stuff 2, if the robot's operating system crashed, it might initiate a reboot sequence. Mechanics 3, it might be possible, or 2, it might be possible to rewire the servitor bot without shutting it off. That would allow you to force a system restart, in theory. So, I hate to say it, but I like the Nerd Stuff thing better, but I'm not sure if a higher skill check gives you more points. So we're going to default to Mechanics 4, hoping, in theory, that it gives you more XP for doing that. We're going to hotwire the drone and force a full system restart. You smell burning plastic. After a moment, some internal fans kick in and the scent fades.
Hey, look at him go.
Alright, so this red servitor bot is going to move exceedingly slowly, and we're just going to go a little bit faster to get there before he does, because he's very slow. And this is Lucia Weston's house, and the camera moved around for some reason there. So we're just going to hang out here in the yard and wait for the servitor bot to show up. Her entire yard appears to be paved except for a couple of trees and some shrubs on the side of the wall there. That's interesting. Alright, here is this very old servitor bot moving everybody out of the way. Come on, little buddy. Alright, he located the hidden treasure, and we will dig it up. Alright, we got a nail box which you can't use, some shotgun shells, some money, some scrap, and a Columbium barrel. Weapon mod. Alright, well that was okay. Let's go check out Lucia Weston's house.
It feels so empty now. Even when Pa and Ma were traveling, they were here. Their spirits filled the place. Now, they do not.
Alright, you can see the aftermath of some conflict, bookcases spilled over, there's some, I don't know, blood maybe on the ground there. Furniture strewn all over the place. Something has kept the fire going. And here is a safe. Maybe we can pick the lock.
Only person who knew the combination to that safe was my mom. If you think you can guess it, I don't mind.
Alright, well that was unfortunate.
Mama used to love sitting in here. She'd be ashamed of the mess it's in now. Damn Dorseys weren't content to rip everything up. They had to toss the furniture around too. Animals. Couldn't even leave my memories of this place alone.
Alright, we'll peer behind the rubble. It's dark, but you can make out smashed scraps of wood and splintered doors. Doesn't look like the attackers left much of anything behind.
No point looking back there. It's smashed up even worse, and the Dorseys took everything worth stealing. Mama used to love sitting in here. She'd be ashamed at the mess it's in now.
Alright, well we got some crates we can open up here. Not sure if these are Wesson property or Dorsey property, but we are going to take it either way. Alright. And we got a trap set up here.
Wow. Daddy really didn't want any Dorseys to muck around with his cooking supplies.
Alright, one trap disarmed. Second trap disarmed. Third trap disarmed. So I hate to say, I know there are more traps in there. And so if you don't have the highest awareness on your point man, don't forget to sweep into an area like this with someone who does have better awareness. So we got a couple more mines here. And sometimes you might have problems getting the mine to proc. Clearly I'm not having problems finding it or whatever. But you can always hit the left stick and get that circle to come up and then move it over an object to make sure you're selecting it properly. Alright, so all that's done, we can loot this container. And let's get the toaster repair person in here. Alright, we got a gold insulated power cord and some toast. Toast is a pretty good consumable. And I want to say that character has the, it's a perk. Breakfast Bandit. Toast is a consumable that heals 100% of your con and gives +1 AP for 90 turns. So, that's that. Anyway, that is the end of the stuff here in the Wesson house as far as I can tell. So, I think we're going to head back to our HQ, get our vehicle, and head out into the world map for the very first time. Alright, now that everybody caught up, the Patriarch's Marshals keep the peace in Colorado Springs. Sometimes they keep a peace for themselves too. Always got to pay attention to those little notes down there. Alright, there is a door over here. They get really mad when you try to sneak in there.
No one's allowed in there. Which word didn't you understand? Please, step away.
I wonder if I went in there alone with my sniper, if I could unlock that without being noticed.
Would you rather?
You're a barrel of monkeys, huh?
Come on, answer the question.
All right, all right.
Alright, over to the garage.
Good luck out there.
There's Jody. Here is our vehicle. So here at this workbench, you can go in and look at this, the options for your vehicle. If you don't really have anything in a lot of these spots. Although we can put the Disco Bot hood ornament on. Leave Ranger headquarters, load into the car, and head to the world map. Alright, here's the world map. As you can see, we haven't explored a lot of it. There's Aspen, there's Denver, and there is the bazaar, where we're going to be heading at some point. Obviously, the map has different levels of radiation on it, so you can be killed by driving into an irradiated area with your vehicle. Now, you can upgrade the chassis of the vehicle to protect against that, but it is possible to die if you go the wrong way and end up in an irradiated area.
This is Erastus Dorsey, calling the Rangers. You killed my brother Jarrett, remember? Then y'all ran off like cowards before I could find you. Well, now you're gonna come find me. Lest you want all of Colorado to hear me kill a bunch of innocent folk, 'cause you was too chicken to save them. Got a whole family trapped in their homestead. About 3 generations worth. Now, if you don't want them to be the next to die and the day you lose your blood, you better come up north and take their place.
Alright, we could say you're bluffing. Erastus who? No idea who you are. Why would we care about a family we never met? Well, we're not going to say that. So we'll accuse him of bluffing.
Dorseys don't bluff. And just to prove it, I caught one before they all got to the door. The rest of them go when I get bored, Rangers. So you better hurry, 'cause I was born restless.
Alright, so new mission, heads or tails. One of these is the Hoon homestead.
Come in, November 1. Receiving an urgent distress call in your area. Patching it through.
This is Arapahoe 44. We're pinned down on 25 south of Colorado Springs. 2 escorts killed, and these motherfuckers are circling back. Oh, fuck! Here they come! Oh, fuck!
44! Are you there, 44? The Rangers will get somebody to your location right away. Copy? 44! You copy? Lost contact. You heard them, November. And listen, this isn't just any convoy. A44 is hauling new power armor for the Marshals.
Who's attacking them?
Unknown, but the Patriarch will expect us to make recovering that power armor our highest priority. Get there fast and you should be able to save that cargo. Over and out.
Alright, so your choice is to travel to the Hoon homestead and save the Hoon family, or travel to the Arapahoe caravan and save maybe the caravan, maybe the cargo of the caravan. I am going to go to the Hoon homestead because to me, killing the Dorseys is something that our guys are going to be wanting to do, motivated to do, because of the ambush on our fellow Rangers. So we're going to go north to the Hoon homestead. Now, if you were doing a playthrough where you were going to side with the Patriarch totally, maybe you would want to go to the Arapahoe caravan.
Colorado. This is your Patriarch, wishing you safety and warmth on this cold night. I want to assure you that our borders are secure, our fuel tanks are overflowing, and there is plenty of food and water for everyone. It has been a long, hard road getting to this point, with many sacrifices along the way. But the toil has been worth it. Colorado is the envy of all its neighbors, and its people live a life those outside its borders can't imagine. Enjoy it. It has been my life's work bringing it to you, and it does my old heart good, knowing you are living happy lives. It is all I ever wanted. Thank you, Colorado, and good night. This has been your Patriarch, signing off.
Alright, I think that's new since they added the DLCs. I don't really think that is necessary for the game, and quite frankly doesn't reflect the current reality in the game, so to me, not necessary. Alright, here we are at the Hoon homestead. Let's go in there. This is a large but rustic shack made to house the multi-generational Hoon family and their goats. Alright, we're going to confront Erastus. It is always a good idea, in my opinion, to advance slowly. Never really know what you're going to get into.
We just want to talk.
We can talk through the door just fine.
You also want to steal all your shit, and maybe cut you a little.
I think I'll keep the door.
Alright, well, there's a bunch of miscreants. We also hear the sounds of maybe one of those animal things or whatever around there. Here's a weapons crate. Get some weapons out of there. Let's go into the single mode here and position our sniper. Now be advised, she is under a explosive barrel, so if you are positioning someone there, you need to be aware of that. And then we're going to arrange our other people in a way so they can support everybody. Alright, now let's initiate by shooting at this barrel.
Huh? Oh shit! The Rangers! They got the jump on us! Let's get them! Easy now, cousins. Before we get to the killing, I'm gonna give these Heartlanders the chance to apologize for killing my brother Jarrett. Go on, Rangers. Tell us how sorry you are.
Alright, we got a lot of incendiary choices here. That cockroach was your brother? What do you know? Are you doing the same hillbilly psycho act your brother was? Is that supposed to scare us? He killed some of ours, so we killed him and his. War is war. Or you can say, sure, we apologize for killing your brother. Now will you let these people go? But we're not going to do that. We're going to say, war is war.
You call that an apology? You think 100 apologies like that would make up for killing my baby brother? My name is Erastus Dorsey of the Dorsey clan, and we were sent by God to find you, hunt you, and wipe you from the face of the earth. But now, you've gone and killed my brother, so I'm adding my own wrath to the wrath of God. This ain't just the deluge of blood anymore. It's vengeance. I'm gonna peel off an inch of your skin for every tear I shed over the death of that poor, sweet angel boy. And Rangers, I shed 1,000.
Alright, and to that we will say your brother mentioned the deluge of blood too, before we killed him.
You taunting me again with Jarrett's death? Oh, then the time for talking is over. God says it's time for the skinning knife.
And we got a couple of choices here. We can use a kiss-ass check to say to the followers, Dorsey's be smart, you know your kin couldn't stand against us. You let Erastus start this fight and we'll kill you too. Save yourselves and stop him. Or you can go after everybody and say, our triumphs over your kin are a sign from God. Your time is over, Dorseys. The Rangers are the bringers of the deluge. Or we could also say, isn't there a more peaceful way out of this? Or we can say, God was wrong, and just attack. Or say, this is for the Rangers the Dorseys killed, asshole. I've never done this one before, so I think we'll try this and see if maybe we can get him to get killed by his own followers, because I would personally find that amusing.
Don't listen to them. We outnumber them 2-1.
Oh, that may be true, Erastus, but so did Jared and his boys, right?
Yeah, a lot of us could die.
Who cares? Jared's gotta be avenged.
Sorry, Erastus. Put your gun up. We want to get home alive.
Cowards! Traitors! Apostates! This is mutiny! You don't deserve to be washed in the deluge!
Alright, then we get another speech check. We can use, we could just say, go home, Erastus, your mommy called. We actually want to fight him, though. We're not going to say, sorry, Erastus, we hope you might peace someday, because I don't. I intend to kill him. Nerd stuff, get yourself a computer, Erastus. Maybe then you'll be able to calculate when you're outclassed. Or weird science, you need to rewire your head, Erastus. Take some big brain pills, because right now it's too small to see.
I'll rewire your heads, motherfuckers! I'll string barbed wire through your eye holes and make a goddamn daisy chain out of you!
He sounds very upset.
Come on, Erastus, stand down. Let's get out of here.
You ain't seen the last of me, you butchers!
Alright, well, I wanted to fight him and kill him, unfortunately, but instead we got a rare achievement. So I guess I'll take that. But he has a nice machine gun, so in hindsight, I think I probably should have killed him. Alright, now we can get down from the thing here and look around the combat area. A lot of explosive barrels. What's that right there? Oh, I thought it was lighting up for some reason. Alright, here we are in the Hoon house.
Thanks for the help, strangers. In all our years, we ain't never seen raiders put up their guns and walk away. How'd you do that?
We're the Hoons, by the way. My name's Amy, and this here's my husband Angus. You strangers saved our whole family from those bushwhackers. Except for poor Dee. Who are you folks anyway?
We're the Desert Rangers from Arizona.
Desert Rangers? Well, that's a new one on me. But we're always the last to get news, living way up here.
Tell you what, we ain't got much money, but we got more bullets stashed than we'll ever need. Back when we were young, we were always saving for the next shootout.
The old couple sift through furniture and pull up loose floorboards, assembling an impressive array of military supplies. Avi puts them in a flower-patterned bag and hands them to you. How nice.
That ain't near enough for saving our lives, but maybe it'll help keep you safe.
We have some questions before we go.
Questions? Okay, let's hear them.
And we use a weapon modding check to say that gun over your mantle is a custom job, isn't it?
Sure is. You've got a good eye.
That gun was handmade by our son, Alistair, back when he joined the Patriarch's Marshals. Being a Hoon, he figured he could make a better rifle than the standard issue. And as you could see, he was right. Didn't save him, though. Some yahoo shot him down while he was trying to break up a fight. The gun's all we have left of him, so we like to keep it close.
Alistair Hoon. I remember him. Nice fella. Helped train me to shoot.
This is... I think if you chose this, that might initiate combat with these people. So I've never done that, and I don't intend to do it on this time. I'm just going to say sorry for your loss.
Been a few years now. Still proud of him, even though he's gone.
You ever have dealings with the Dorseys before?
Never even heard of them. We get some strange folk up here, and other things that ain't folk at all. But I don't recall any Dorseys.
They're one of the original 100 families, Mr. Hoon. From down in Colorado Springs. We thought they'd been wiped out. But they've been hiding all these years.
Huh. I thought the 100 families was high class. Them folks was not high class.
You know, you can ask these other questions if you want. If you want a little more color to your game, but I've got other stuff to do. So I'm just going to say time for us to go.
If you're ever up this way again, stop in and say hello. You're always welcome around here.
Alright, now that we're welcome around here, they got a toaster right here in the kitchen. And we got a molded gold toaster case. Our second gold toaster part. And a piece of toast. So we'll take that. Then we can go steal their safe contents.
Spent the past 2 weeks in the field hunting a pack of raiders. They'd taken some of the local kids hostage, and we were keen to get them back. Lucky for us, they weren't too good at covering their tracks. Caught them in a box canyon and hit them right at daylight. Glad to say the kids are back with their kin, safe and sound. I've been promoted to full marshal. Ain't that something? I know you worry, Ma, but it really feels like I'm making a difference here. It's hard work, dangerous work, but I'm helping keep people safe. And that's gotta count for something in this fallen world. Anyhow, tell the family I miss them terribly, and I hope to see you and Pa soon. Your son, Alistair Hoon.
Alright, so that is the last recording of Alistair Hoon. We got an unusual animal over here named Billy and Jean, a two-headed, I guess a goat. We will charm it. And let's see what it adds. Critical damage times 10. So this may be a better choice for our sniper character who does not have animal something yet. Although, maybe I could add it, and I think I just need 2. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, so we'll do that, and I'll just switch it from one to the other. And over here, we will choose Mark Target. And Quan also leveled up, so we'll put it there. Go into level 8 with automatic weapons. And then we'll get this really excellent perk here called Stormer. If you move more than 5 spaces, your next attack costs no AP, once turn. Alright, so where is Lucia? We'll have her dismiss Billy and Jean. And then we'll have Mercy charm it. Why is that not working? I don't know. Maybe Mercy is not high enough level. Yeah, we'll come back for that. Alright, here's another cool thing at the Hoon Homestead, a hidden bunker. And you can see that tripwire requires sneaky shit. And so here is our sniper who has that. And we can disarm the alarm. Alright, here is a weapon crate with some armor that maybe I can upgrade somebody's armor. Lucia's armor. And got a generator here to repair. And this is a lovely fallout shelter, including weapon mods. Alright. So we got a power pad here, which someone will hopefully stand on. And then we can just pick the lock. Or you could also use the computer to open the door. Here's a dead guy in a bed. This corpse has been here for a long time. It's wearing the remains of a "Don't Tread on Me" t-shirt. Alright, well that probably only cost him $30. Another weapon crate with a survivalist lore book. That's it. And another weapon crate with a sniper rifle. And here's why you really want to come here. HE fuse linkage. Now we don't have anybody at 8 weapon modding yet, but you add this to a gun like a pistol or maybe a submachine gun with limited penetration, and the penetration, as you can see, goes up to 99. Basically ignores armor. That's why it is so valuable. So we're going to take all that stuff and then we're going to move out by picking the lock again. And I'm just doing this for the XP. And that is the end of the survivalist bunker at the Hoon Homestead. Now maybe we'll run into Erastus Dorsey somewhere out on the trail. I can't remember. Let me see if I can... Is there a charming option here? Huh, so I guess I messed up by dismissing Billy and Jean. Well, that is really unfortunate. Oh well. Out here, if you really wanted to, there's some mines in the ground. We got about 15 minutes left, and I really want to move out of here, so... I want to say there's one other spot. You can go up this trail here. And here's a grave site. He took everything, so I chose nothing. Alright, well that's that. Alright, back down to our vehicle. Alright, so now we are going to go to the other spot.
Hey, Rangers, you tell your daddy, the patriarch, that we robbed his convoy and got his marshal's power armor. Looks good on us, too. See you soon, Rangers. We got Colorado Springs in our sights. Oh, and we were very respectful of the caravan guards. You fucks were too lazy to come rescue. We built a shrine in their honor.
Alright, so now you get to go to the other part of whichever one you went to or didn't go to in the Heads and Tails. So we are going to go see the aftermath of the Scar Collector attack. Alright, an ambush by Drools. You know, I'm just going to use survival to get around it. But a lot of people do all of these ambushes because you can get XP for doing it. And I think in the future we'll do them, but because we're in the middle of this, I'm not going to do it. Drools are ordinarily cave dwellers. They hate bright lights. You turn on the Kodiak's fog lights and the drools shrink back wailing. Time to punch the accelerator and jet. And so we'll do that. Another good reason to skip an encounter is if you're really banged up. Or you're out of ammo or anything like that. Alright, here's a stag of some sort. Oh, and here's the cool thing. A little shelter. An old grain silo next to a burned down farmhouse. Smells like mold. Well, by all means, let's go inside then. Search the place. Time to see if anybody left anything interesting behind. Lockpicking skill check. You find a padlock stash. Time to get out your tools. And we got some loot, including some decoys and some ammo. So that's cool. I would stop for every one of those little things you find, the little houses. Alright, here is the other site of the Arapahoe caravan, the other half of the Heads or Tails mission. A wrecked caravan in the middle of a sleepy suburban street. The trucks have been shot and smashed up and looted. Alright, a lot of dead bodies all over the place. The building, the vehicles are all destroyed. There's a doorway here. I'm going to go in here. And a loot container. And we got a helmet that increases hard ass. So if you want to do a hard ass check, maybe, let's say the armor is 4. What is this armor? Armor's 5. So we're going to swap in the scrap helmet, which looks really weird. But now our hard ass is up to 3, a whopping 3. I thought that was a regular cooler, but it's not. Let's get more lockpicking stuff here. Some buried stuff. You know, I think there's got to be an error, because when I redid my squad, I picked Prospector for this guy, and I've dug up every single hole, and I don't think I've found anything yet, other than what's normally supposed to be there. Alright, another container, and a secret passageway that gets us into the back of this building. Now this is maybe another scenario where you want to split off when your characters. Our sniper has an extra point. We're going to start putting stuff into awareness to increase range damage. And then here in skills, we've got 3 points. We'll put it into sniper rifles. And I'm going to select Mercy and move her up here in an Overwatch position. There you can see is some kind of bad guy. And we're just going to line him up because he's going to see us anyway. Unfortunately. And we don't have anything else to do and we're in the way. So we're going to move out of the way. Alright. Burn unit, our flamethrower person. Can you even... Where is it? Alright, whatever. We're just going to use the flamethrower. Great. Oh, maybe I couldn't reach it. Okay, I'm left to conclude that didn't do anything. So we'll go right around the corner of the outside. How did I miss that thing? It was right there. All right. The renamed melee character, Leroy Brown. If you don't know the reference to that, it's an old song. That hit didn't really do anything, nor did that hit. So now we're going to move out of the way. All right, Lucia, our first good hit, and we got a precision strike and finished him off. Uh-oh, here comes Mama. All right, Lucia, we'll move her up a little bit. And she got a lucky movement. We'll move her over. All right, Marshal Quan. We'll put him behind cover. And I'm going to switch to our energy weapon here. It did some damage. Alright, well that wasn't terrible, I guess. Then we will save it. And Mercy in the Overwatch position. And that hit really didn't do a whole lot. And so we'll save everything for the next round. Okay. It's a tactic I hadn't expected. Running away. Alright. Actually, we will have Leroy Brown do a melee attack on the cub. And clearly it's not doing a whole lot. Alright, Lucia on the cub again. 2 really good hits. She's kind of out of action points. So I'll actually move her up. I'm going to move Quan over to here. Oh, I can't engage the mother from here. Well, I guess we'll kill this one then. Okay. Whole bunch of achievements I didn't know were achievements. Alright, we're going to put him into ambush mode. We're going to put Mercy into ambush mode because she's too far away. And then I'm going to move Ogre up and put him into ambush mode because I think this mother Growler has moved herself out of range. I'm going to put everybody into ambush mode. Alright, I guess I can't do that. Alright, we'll move up here. Good hit there. We'll move Ogre or Burn Unit all the way up and light a fire. Good hit there. We'll do a melee attack. It's a good hit. Lucia is way too far out of range, so we'll just keep her back in case. Quan, and we've got a precision strike. And one more attack by Quan. Alright, so that was pretty good. We didn't take any damage there. Alright, so from this corpse we got another piece of armor called a murder cross helmet, which increases speed. So if I didn't have that mechanic set from the garage, maybe this would be good for my melee character. Did we not? Was there no loot from these smaller animals? A bear claw. Alright. Anything else in here? A hidden doorway. Alright, down here in a little bunker. There's some other stuff here. Medical crate with a throwable healing item called a med dart. Ammo box, including the explosive skill book.
Welcome to the Strike Back Pirate Radio. Striking back at big government with the most dangerous weapon in the arsenal of any resistance. The truth. I'm Brad Conway, and today we're gonna talk about those strange reports from the Antarctic wastes. What are the creatures that have been sighted by multiple sources off the frozen coasts of Earth's southernmost continent? Some say there are human-machine hybrids stalking the tundra. Are some kind of monstrous government experiments taking place somewhere in those icy seas? And if so, who in our government is responsible? And what is the purpose of these unholy creations?
Alright, got a perk point here. High impact is very tempting, although I think it's only good in open areas. In some of these dungeons it wouldn't be any good. Also mortar blast. Oh, I'm sorry, high impact is a critical hit if it's a direct hit. Or I could add a perk slot or something else. We will go with high impact. Alright, Lucia leveled up. We'll put it into awareness, one away from maxing that out. 3 points. We'll go in an animal whisper with that. And then over here in perks, we will do animal training. Alright, so that's pretty much the end. Obviously, this would have been a full-fledged encounter if you had chosen this first. So we will head back to the world map.
Rangers, this is the Patriarch. Steeltown, the factory I rely on to make the guns, armor, and vehicles needed for our war effort, is apparently having some kind of internal trouble, which is making them far less reliable. Deliveries have slowed to almost nothing, and what we do receive is often poorly made or just not what we ordered. I need you to go there, speak to the CEO, Abigail Markham, find out what the hell is going on, and fix it. With all the current chaos, now is not the time for her to be falling down on the job. Colorado needs what Steeltown makes, and we need it yesterday. Get this done, Rangers. ASAP.
I always thought Steeltown was Pittsburgh. Alright.
Amigos, es un show at the Clown Museum in Arriba. Take
Amazing. Another ambush. You know, we can't really get around this one, so we're going to sneak up on them. You creep ahead and catch the clowns flat-footed. Time to make your move. Alright, I was going to say we're just going to drive to the outskirts of the bazaar and then that'll be the next episode, but I guess we're extending the episode. Oh, they got a clown car. Alright, so payasos like to use smoke grenades, exploding pigs covered with dynamite, and everything is a joke to them. So I guess we're just going to move forward slowly and try to get our people up here. Yeah, let's loot before the battle. Alright. Not sure if that was the right guy to initiate on, but that's what I did. Alright, in case, we'll just reload the rocket launcher, but then switch to our machine gun and prepare. Alright, he I don't think is close enough until right now. So we lit the pig on fire and it's engulfed, and then we'll attack one more time. And then defend. Alright, where can this guy go? We'll attack this pig right here. And then we will go retreat behind cover. We're going to move Lucia up to this barricade. And Quan attacking Payaso Fuego. Switch to our other rifle. And finish them off. And then we will prepare. And we will try to finish off the hot hog with Mercy. And we do. And then I'm going to move her up and then defend. Alright, we get to use our vehicle. We're just going to move it as far up as we can and then attack the other hot hog and finish them off. Alright, I think maybe their vehicle is all that's left to attack here. Alright. Just move him behind cover. And we're going to move burn unit behind cover. And then I want to say... Oh, I guess I don't have that yet. Alright. We hit him with a little bit of fire, but he resisted. Alright, couple of attacks that didn't do a lot there. Uh-oh, Lucia can't even get close enough, really. I don't want to move her too close. We're going to go here and then prepare. Switch back to our energy weapon with Quan. And it looks like he can shoot from here. Did a lot of damage that time. So we'll move him one more space forward. And then Mercy. Missed. And we'll just save it for next time. Alright, then our vehicle. Move it forward and engage. And we finished them off. Alright, well that was fortuitous. Loot. Didn't get a whole lot of loot. Anything else over here? I guess not. Alright, so that's that. And our vehicle was not damaged. And that's something you should keep an eye on. Your vehicle can get pretty damaged, so always good to have somebody with a repair kit for your vehicle. Alright, now maybe we can get to the bazaar.
Hello all. My name is Flash, and it is my pleasure to welcome to the bazaar. Come in, for the night air is chill, your wallet heavy, and our goods plentiful. Bring us your wealthy, your rich, your full purses. And if you can't afford it, just stay away. This has been a Monster Army production.
Alright, here's one more little bunker to look at. Hidden structure, silo 314. We will pick the lock. It takes you nearly 10 minutes, but the lock finally falls. To your superior skill and patience, that was pretty grueling though. Some very paranoid people secured this facility. Very paranoid. The facility looks untouched, but many of the lower levels are frozen block of ice. The stairwells end in a miniature frozen lake. We will use weird science to search for odd and unusual tech. Without your knowledge of outre inventions, you would have passed over a lot of the boring-looking junk cluttering up the bunker. Fortunately, you know better. This place is a gold mine of weird. Well, we got a fanny pack out of it, so that's a good thing. And some toast. Alright, here is the headquarters of the El Payasos. We're going to avoid that for now, because we gotta go to the bazaar. Here's a lootable area with some scrap, so we'll take that. Here's a traveling merchant. We'll investigate. The gaunt man in an overloaded old truck stares at you approach. His gaunt family sits beside him.
Howdy, name's O'Leary. Say, you're them Rangers, the saviors of the refugees. Boy, are we glad to see you.
That may not last forever, Mr. O'Leary.
In fact, was gonna donate this at your HQ when we got to CO Springs, but you're here, so here you go. Anyway, we ain't ate in a while. Was hoping we could trade you some things for money to eat.
He rummages behind his seat and then hands you a duffel. We can use our kiss ass to say you refugees haven't been given a fair shake. We're going to take care of you.
Well, that's good to hear, Rangers. Thank you. We'll spread the word in the camps.
Sure, let's trade. You can also steal from them, but I'm not that kind of guy.
Oh, thank you. It ain't much.
Alright, so what do they have? A Click 19, EMP grenade. What is here that we need? Or more importantly, do we have anything we want to get rid of? Well, not with my barter skills so low. I don't want to get rid of anything. Except maybe some of this armor. Alright, that's all. The merchant signals they're ready to hit the road. You won't likely see them again. Are you sure you want to part ways yet? Yes. Alright. Let's go to the bazaar. And this will end the episode, so I really appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. And in the next episode, we will actually begin right here at the bazaar. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time.